Nityanandam, everyone.
Nityanandam.
Welcome back to the Kundalini Yogini. This is Prasiddha here with you today with my amazing husband, Sri Nityananda, and he has a YouTube channel as well, which I'll introduce to you guys at the end of the video. But why I wanted to bring him in today is because I'm tackling a topic which, one, I'm extremely passionate about sharing, and two, he has a beautiful experience of this in his life and a very powerful testimonial, and that is breaking the myths about the vegan and vegetarian diet and lifestyle. There's too many misconceptions out there and completely falsified information about the vegan vegetarian diet and the negative effects or the health warnings you might be shown so frequently by the common medical professionals or in the internet, online, or just a common thought current in society. Like that you don't get enough protein, that you're not getting all the the vitamins and minerals that you need, that you're not gonna, you'll lose too much weight, your body won't maintain its natural health, right? That you aren't able to actually have a healthy diet and do it well with a veg diet. And this is crazy. It's actually a conspiracy because it's completely the opposite of that. It is the easiest thing on planet Earth to get every single thing your body wants and needs with a veg diet. And we're going to talk about a few misconceptions which you might have heard, and we're going to bust those myths for you. So to start with, I think the protein myth is the most commonly known and completely misunderstood topic when it comes to taking meat out of your diet. Taking meat and all animal products out of your diet. The concern is usually, how do you get your protein? How often we hear this question, I don't even know. But I wanted to bring Drita in, especially for this question, because he actually was a former professional athlete, a former ice hockey player for many years, and he's been vegan for how many years?
Oh, I don't know. At least 4.
Yeah, at least 4 years. He's been vegan. And that was during his time as an athlete also. It overlapped. So he's had so much experience with not only maintaining a normal person's physique, but actually an athletic body. And he is extremely ripped, if you can't tell. Yay me, I did it good. But, and this is his skinny version of himself, let me tell you. So he knows so much about, so if you could share with us your experience with transitioning into that diet and how it actually, the truth of it for you.
Yeah, for me actually, being an athlete, protein was a big thing because you have to be strong, you have to be powerful, and so the myth that we're told, the lie that we're told is that you need meat to get protein, and so of course I lived the majority of my life thinking that I needed meat for protein, and it wasn't until the end of my professional career where I actually made the change and decided to become a vegan, become a vegetarian at first, and thankfully I found out this path because I felt like so in tune with my body just a couple weeks after transitioning into becoming a vegetarian. And the big myth, of course, is we need the protein, but that was the biggest thing that I realized was that you don't need that much protein. They tell you that you need around 1 to 1.5 grams of protein per pound. And so as an athlete or as anybody that's trying to bulk up and put on muscle, naturally you take on a lot of protein, you eat a lot of meat. Normally it comes down to chicken that you see a lot of bodybuilders use. And but one thing that I learned once I got off the meat was that I didn't need as much protein as I thought I did. I won't lie, at first I didn't do it right at all. I didn't eat enough protein and I lost a ton of weight and I got really skinny. And but it was good for me that I had that experience because I went from being skinny and I wanted to bulk back up and I wanted to do it being a vegetarian. And I went through that lifestyle and I figured out how to do it, and I proved that you can put on a lot of muscle mass just from eating a vegetarian diet, and I did that through multiple different ways. We were just talking before coming on camera about the types of protein, whether it's beans, legumes, lentils, quinoa, all
green,
these different
veggies,
spinach, 5 grams of protein per cup. So you look at all these different varieties that you can get protein from. There's a huge myth that it's just meat, but thankfully the world is starting to wake up that we don't need it from meat.
Yeah, and I think the most important thing to note also is, surely you can do a veg diet wrong, just like any diet on earth. Let's not be ignorant, right? Like, we know you can eat unhealthy as a vegetarian also, completely.
Yeah.
You can eat unhealthy as a vegetarian and a vegan. It gets a little harder the more you cut out, but surely you can still like go towards carbs or something like this, right?
I went carb heavy.
Yeah, me too. I did too at first. But you can do it so right. And when you do, I have heard this from too many people. Now, at this point in my life, actually, most of my community that I'm involved in is mainly vegetarian people. Almost everyone that I interact with on a daily basis, and throughout, even my family members, actually all my family has mostly become vegetarian, and all of my really close friends also. And what I've heard from everyone time and time again is how good they feel. If there is no other reason to do it for your own body, this is our natural way of life. This is our natural diet. And you can actually feel your body sink in with that. And especially as an athlete, or somebody who's practicing yoga or really physical or anything, very active person, you will see so consciously that shift happen in you, and you'll feel how good it is for the flow of your body and getting in tune with your body. And as Jada was mentioning, it's so easy. And the best thing is, in my eyes, when I was in college, is it's so affordable. It's like way more affordable than eating meat, actually. You save so much money on groceries from cutting out meat in your diet.
There's nothing like a good can of chickpeas.
I know, seriously. When you go veg, it's like, that was my favorite food, always, is chickpeas and avocados.
Organic though, right?
And there's just too much good things to say. So the biggest myth by far is the entire idea of the protein myth. And I hope you guys start at least getting interested to research on your own. That's what I would say. You don't need to believe anything we're saying or feel like we're promoting our certain lifestyle. Find out for yourself. Really, find out for yourself, because knowledge is power, especially when it comes to your diet. You'll see the facts are there. There's amazing documentaries you can watch, and actually even more and more modern medicine is catching up to this. Many doctors now that are more recent graduates of medical school are promoting to their patients time and time again to take meat out of their diet. You actually decrease the risk of heart disease, stroke, and cancer by 10-fold when you remove red meat from your diet. So there's just so much health benefits to it, and so many other reasons why, including environmental, animal rights, and conscious reasons, spiritual reasons why to do this diet. But there's just be informed correctly. That's all. Just make sure you're finding out knowledge in the highest way, and not just listening to something because it's easy or because it's convenient or because you've been told it your whole life. It doesn't necessarily mean it's true just because it's been repeated, right? We know this. That's how our society works. Sometimes things spread like wildfire for many different reasons, and they're not necessarily accurate. So definitely be informed about what you're putting in your body, and you should care. As a spiritual being, you should care so much what's going in your body, because it's affecting every part of your emotional ups and downs, your mood swings, your physical capabilities, and your conscious growth, your spiritual growth. So any last words, Jada?
Thank you so much for having me on your channel. It was a pleasure. Thank you guys for tuning in.
All right, thank you guys so much, and I hope it was an interesting video for you all, and we'll get back to you guys in the comments if you have any questions or concerns, and I will be linking his channel as well, so please do subscribe to him. He has amazing videos on his channel.
And subscribe to the Kundalini Yogini if you want to learn everything about being a vegetarian, being a yogi, and practicing on the rope, which is the Kundalini Rajri rope, of course.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in again. Nityanandam.
Nityanandam.